see.
No, it's actually pretty. It's
so
actually pretty tight.
It comes in 2 materials, or is that 2 different ones?
It's 2. I think. Well, you know, this is the brass one, and like.
Oh, hey, and it does this. Oh shit.
Yeah, it does that.
Cool.
Yeah, yeah.
Plated.
Yeah, it's actually. I don't think it's. Yeah, it's plated because it's coming off right there.
Yeah, man, it was $12. You know what you gonna do?
Yeah, that's true. It's pretty good. It's pretty good for $12.
No, it's pretty good. No, it ain't that cheap, man.
Damn.
It's not that cheap.
How do they make this for $12?
Right?
I mean, or just like $4.
How's the packaging?
So
This, we're here with update number 6, here with the whole team, Julie, Homan, I'm Ray, what's up? Today we have several pieces of news for you. First one being, you guessed it, because Julie's here, we're doing the package. So Julie, tell us what the deal is with the package, what's going on? I know you submitted the quote to the packaging guys last week. We're still kind of like working with them to make some adjustments, and you're just doing back and forth so we get the details that they want.
Yeah.
So explain the concept.
Yeah, I mean the whole idea was to kind of keep it simple but yet really informative. So, you know, as you can see, all the information is needed in here. So you're not like looking at paper or loose paper. You just take this package and you unravel it and all the information's on there. So kind of that was the idea behind it, and just keeping it simple. And then also, just for packaging purposes, if you had multiples, they kind of just like fit right alongside each other.
Yeah, that's a good, I love that part.
Yeah, so simple and
compact,
hopefully to the point.
So what are the images going to be? Like obviously we're not going to ship a white box here.
Yeah, so we didn't print the outside, but right now, so we have a nice photo of, you know, basically this view right here. And the idea is that you would, you see the product here, you have some information here, and then you unravel it, and then you can see there's kind of like an indentation, and that's where you can see it kind of in its floating state, and then the stick will be in there as well. Yeah.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah, so what's the next step with this going forward?
So, you know, we've already submitted the artwork, so now it's just about, you know, getting the final mock-up approved, making sure everything fits, and then we're gonna go ahead and print it.
Is there still time to like put in like better pictures? Cause that photo that I said, I know I was supposed to give you like some new images.
There's time. Basically,
right?
everything there's time to adjust until we actually press send and.
Okay, so
yeah.
Because we're having the instructions printed in here, the final version, like how are we going to be able to open this up and actually like have it flattened?
It basically is just like, you know, 4 large panels, right? Like one here, one here, one here, one here, and so you roll it out. And then obviously there's these that are joined onto it, but you can just cut it off and literally just becomes a little booklet.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
Okay.
So.
It works. You tested it.
It should work.
Awesome. Can't wait. So, are we kind of like, what kind of color scheme are we thinking of? So
right now we've kind of, you know, picked like a kind of a pink color, like a, I don't know how to define that.
I guess it's like a pink gradient type of
thing.
But
yeah, so we're not doing the blue. I think it's a little bit too busy.
Yeah.
But just to kind of, so it's gonna be white and pink mainly. Kind of have pop colors here and there, and then. Yeah.
Cool. I like it. And then there's like a little hole here.
Yeah, so that's where this fits, right? So it's, I mean, I can kind of do a little demonstration, but
I should probably like get the camera.
So it does something like this.
Hold up. We're actually recording right now?
Yeah, we are.
I've been like doing random shit in the background.
That's fine, dude. And we gotta keep it, you know, entertaining. So. That's the box right now. That's the packaging.
This is the box.
New. I know this isn't exactly what it's going to be like, but we wanted to give you guys kind of an insight on the process, on where we're at. So we'll give you more updates in the following upcoming weeks. And then my update right now is for the sticks. I told you guys that I got a huge box from China with all of our sticks. We got about 800 of them. So check it out. This is the unboxing. Boom. What's up, guys? So I'm here with this box. What this has is our sticks. Now, as you can see, it's pretty damaged. And I've been waiting a few days to actually open this up because I wanted to open it up, have some footage, and see what's inside because I'm pretty fearful that there's probably a lot of damage going on. I took a peek because this thing's pretty much exposed or fully exposed. Seems like stuff is intact. It's wrapped pretty poorly, but from what I can tell, there's probably minimal damage, but let's take a look inside and see what's going on here. Inside here. Some effort. Seems like there's some effort in to safely pack this thing up, but as you can see, this is a ton of glass. So let's check this out. Stuff seems to be pretty much intact. There's a couple that are chipped, some with a cracked tip. This end seems to be okay. So as you can see, there's a ton of sticks here. And I'm not gonna go through and count all these things, but I'm definitely going to weed through each and every one of them because I don't want to send you guys any defects or sticks with weird ends. So I'm just going to go through each and every one of these packs to see what the damage is. So surprisingly, I only have a handful of casualties at this point, which is crazy because I've already opened up like 10 or 15 of these wraps. As you can also see here, the ends are quite different from one another. And that's something that goes through our layer of QC as well. So what we're looking for is something that's fairly round and flat. And what we're trying to avoid are ones that have some type of deformation where there's an angular tip or a tip that just doesn't quite cut it in terms of uniformity. So we'll be going through all that stuff and weeding out the bad guys. You know, all in all, I'm pretty happy with how this stuff turned out and that they actually arrived without total annihilation. Fortunately, we have what we want. We have enough for practically everyone who's ordered, from Kickstarter to pre-order. We're definitely stocked up and we're happy about that. But yeah, it's just a different thing. Every day there's a different challenge. Every relationship poses itself with a new kind of challenge and a new kind of situation. Sometimes you get lucky and sometimes you don't. This could happen whether or not they're on our shores or off our shores, whatever it may be, right? So yeah, we're super stoked about this. So all this stuff is pretty new to us. And when you start a business or any kind of new venture, it's always about just doing it, going for it and seeing what happens. Obviously, you gotta have wise decision making and risk management and try to foresee what's going to happen, X, Y, and Z, but that only gets you so far. Overall, everything looks good. We're gonna clean these things out and weed through all the ones that are kind of strange, set those aside, and get you guys the best looking ones and the ones that we feel are up to our quality standards. So, is it a loss? Not really. I think anything like this, you're going to have to calculate for risk. You're gonna have to expect some type of losses, especially with a new kind of relationship. These things aren't easy to establish. We're dealing with time constraints because it's hard to really calculate how quickly things reach our shores. The biggest thing is trying to get in as early as possible, try to do as much troubleshooting and quality control that you can beforehand without being there, which is exchanging pictures, making sure that samples that they have are essentially the samples that we're looking for. Just so you guys know, we're not going to be dealing with these guys again, but every new relationship presents itself with a new risk as well. We're going to keep buying from different people around the world and seeing who actually delivers on quality and cost. That'll ultimately be the deciding factor on how we progress. Let me see.
Don't mind me, I'm just, you know.
So hold there, what's your update for this week? I know you've been working on a super secret project.
Super secret project.
That we need to talk about.
Yes.
So that's kind of a super secret thing that we can't talk about. We shouldn't talk about.
Yes.
I'll probably edit this out.
That'll be super cool once we do it.
Yeah, it'll definitely be super cool. So he has been working on something that we can't really announce yet. For this segment, thank you guys for stopping by. I'll see you guys hopefully next week. You guys can join us.
Yeah.
All right, sounds good. All right, and we'll get back to you guys next week. Thanks a lot. Cool.